Good morning, everybody. So today I got a very cheap budget build for you guys, and this is a Mirrored Blades build, and this is going to be really good for players 8. It has really good clear speed and it has pretty decent survivability as well, and we're just going to be doing a ton of damage, and it's mega cheap. So I think you guys are going to like this build today. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section below if there's anything you want to correct me on, any suggestions. Alright, so going over the items here, I'm using Obedience, and this is really good for the all resistances. It has a ton of damage, Crushing Blow, it's just all around amazing. And if you want to try to get the base weapon, a lot of the pole arms, you could just get like a normal white pole arm, and you could socket that at the socket quest, and you'll get 5 sockets. So Thresher, for example, is one of those items. And then for the helm, I'm using Gface. This is obviously the most overpowered melee helmet in the game. It's super cheap, it's only level 34, and you get Deadly Strike on a helmet, and you get Crushing Blow. And this is really important here. I'm using Atma's Amulet. This is really good because of the amplified damage, so you're going to be doing a ton of damage with this. And then for the shield, I'm using Stormshield. This is really good for the damage reduction and chance to block. And for the boots, I'm using Goreriders. These are really good for the Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, and Open Wounds. And for the gloves and the belt, I'm using the Death set. Now when you combine these two together, you get very nice bonuses here. You get 30% increased attack speed, you get Life Leech, all resistances, and you get Cannot Be Frozen. And for the rings, I'm using Manald Heal and Carrion Wind. Now you don't have to use these two. You can just get a dual leech rare ring that has resistances, and those will be really good as well. And then on Switch, this is totally optional. You don't have to do this. I do have a Demon Limb and Spirit Shield, and I kind of just use the Demon Limb to enchant my Mercenary. And for the inventory here, we're not using an Annie and we're not using a torch, because I really want to make this build budget for you guys, a true budget build. And for the charms, just make sure that you collect as much resistance charms as you can. Anything like this is really good. And for the Mercenary, I'm using Mania. It used to be called Hustle. I guess they changed the name here. And this is really good because you get that Fanaticism aura. This is really going to help you out with your attack speed. It's going to help out the Mercenary as well. And then for the armor, I'm using Treachery. This is really good for the fade and the increased attack speed as well. And for the helmet, I'm using Rasha's mask. This is super cheap. It's really good for the life stolen per hit and the all resistances. And then for the skills here, so we want to make sure we put 20 points into Mirrored Blades, 1 into Hexbane, and then here's where things kind of get complex in the Summoning Demon skill tree here. So you want to put enough points into this summon here to get damage shared 50%, okay? You want to make sure you get it to 50%, and if you go past it, it's not very good because of the diminishing returns. And then you could put 1 point into Death Mark. I don't ever really use it. It's just you could put a point into this if you want to make your minions or your summons just teleport onto other monsters. And then I put 20 points into Consume, and I did this because I'm going to consume the Goatman, so I can get extra run / walk speed, extra life, damage, and Crushing Blow. So it is really good. And then for Demonic Mastery, you want to make sure you put enough points into this to get 2 max demons. This is so we can have both the Consume from the Goatman, and so we can have the area effect damage from this summon, so we can just do more damage in an area effect way. And then we're going to be putting some points into this sigil here. Now I put enough points into this to make sure that I get a 6-yard radius, because I wanted to have a more CC area effect. And then whatever extra points that you have, you could put it into Levitation Mastery. Just to let you guys know, all the gameplay here is players 8, just to show you guys the damage, and we're going to be doing a ton of damage. Alright, so the first thing you want to do to get this character started before you go into battle, obviously make sure you have Mirrored Blades on your left, and then you want to cast the area effect summon here. This is so we can have the AoE effect for damage. Then I cast the Goatman, and I consume him, and then we cast Hexbane. And then if you do, you can just enchant your Mercenary. Before you go into battle, first thing you want to do is make sure you have this sigil ready for the area effect slow, and so we can do more damage. So you just walk up to the monsters, you cast this, then you just go in there and you start doing damage. Now one thing I do want to mention is with this area effect summon here, he doesn't have the best survivability, so you might have to cast recast him and bring him back to life if he dies. If you just stay near him and make sure that you continue to cast your Sigil, everything should be fine. I do think every now and then he could die. So let's get into the gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy it.